Punjab has endured a lot of suppression, and perhaps this is what made a relatively young nationalist movement become so disproportionately influential. History. The Mughals and Maratha empires were Islamic empires dating from the medieval times to the 18th century in the area in question and reasonably authoritarian and theocratic. Subsequently, they oppressed the Sikh area. The latter Maratha Empire slowly became more of a confederacy and was weakened by the influence of the British India Trading Company, about 100 years after the late great Captain Jack Sparrow. Subsequently, the Sikh Misl, a loose confederation of small Sikh rogue city-states that occurred during the Mughal dominance, grew stronger and stronger, spawning a new Sikh empire. The Sikh Empire, and in particular their leader, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, unified the tribal identities in the area and planted the seed for Punjabi nationalism. The British Empire eventually conquered the area in 1839, and, unlike many kingdoms in India which retained some autonomy, Punjab was placed under strict martial law. This is because while Britain had conquered the land, they hadn't conquered the people, who were believed to be powerful and dangerous. The area needed to be under strict British control for security reasons, as Punjab and the wider Sikh region had borders with China and Afghanistan, while it was fairly central to what would be the British Raj. Punjab had significant Muslim, Hindu, and Sikh populations, and even a reasonable minority Christian population, so Britain adopted a strategy of divide and rule between the groups. The language was banned and replaced with Hindi and Urdu, and the education system was completely changed too. This was part of a plan to dismantle the Punjabi nationalism, which has proven to be so powerful in overturning the empires of before, despite being a short-lived movement. Punjabi nationalism ultimately survived though, as the affinity of having a common heritage and language was too strong. But over time, by the end of the 19th century, the culture of neighbouring Gunga Jumna and the Hindi language had become more popular, so by the time the partition happened in 1947, making Pakistan and India along this perfectly straight, absolutely meticulous line, Punjabi nationalism became silent. To make things worse for the Punjabi people, a province designated to Punjab was originally rejected by India in the fear it would create a Sikh-dominated state. The Indian government did eventually succumb to the pressure given by Punjabi nationalists, the Punjabi Subia, making Punjab a Union territory in 1966. This was only a pacifier for the nationalists though. The Punjabi region was split to make what is today's Punjab and Haryana, on top of a split with a Pakistani Punjab and several other territory changes, and even an antisocial canal, because we all know how annoying they can be. Neither was the Indian region anywhere near the size of a traditional Sikh Punjabi area, causing even more grievances. Punjabi nationalist movements continued in 2008, with the state legislature of the Punjabi province passing an act making it compulsory to teach the Punjabi language for most schools, although, big asterisks, it was subject to different boards and streams. Always check the terms and conditions. The Punjabi language is still ignored in some schools, so the campaign for awareness continues. Going back to the rejection by the Indian government to make a Sikh territory of Punjab, we see the movement for Khalistan. Rumour had it the movement sprung up from the Sikh diasporas in the west, and the movement wanted to make an independent Sikh state directly between Pakistan, an Islamic state, and India, a Hindu state, around the borders of the old Sikh Empire. Throughout the 70s and 80s, the movement began to start arming itself and was responsible for a few attacks. The Indian government responded with Operation Blue Star, an armed response that took place in a Sikh temple, which was followed by a PM assassination. In 1985, there were negotiations between the government and the movement based on the Rajiv Longowal Accords, which established independent commissions and tribunals to assess certain internal territorial grievances. In June 1985, a flight above Ireland was blown up, allegedly by a Khalistani nationalist. Since then, tensions have remained high, with regular riots and small clashes. Pakistan have allegedly been promoting Khalistani nationalism to weaken India. On the other side of the line in Pakistan, the Muslim Punjabis had started to become more present, and they were calling for Punjabi rights, and slowly there has been more recognition for their language and a growing awareness for the unique nation. The Punjabi language movement played a huge part in this, and two citizens on this platform took the provincial Punjabi government to the Pakistani Supreme Court in 2015 as efforts to push the Punjabi language in education had failed. As a result of this, the local government got a nasty, big, stern slap on the wrist. Civil society carried on though, and in 2015, the Khwaja Farid Conference was established, which demanded the Punjabi language be taught at primary level, and a Punjabi-speaking university be set up in the provincial capital, Lahore. On the 21st of February, Punjabi citizens celebrate the Punjabi culture and protest the Urduization of the Punjab. A relatable equivalent would be the English campaigning for English cultural rights and a parliament within Britain. Thanks, and please subscribe and check out our Patreon, TikTok and Instagram in the links below. Go check out the other videos on South Asia playlist and the geopolitical regional summary.